Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutted, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam, put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
Boys, we're back. It's finally week 1. I got Mike here. I got Koopa. I got T-Rock here. Boys, it's finally here, man. How are you guys feeling? Week 1.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can feel it. I mean, if this camera went any lower, you would see something that would get us canceled. About 2.5 inches worth.
Koopa, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling excited. Anytime you're missing football for 200 something days, and then you get to come back with a full slate. I just love being able to see if everything we've been preparing for this offseason comes to fruition or falls flat on its face. One of the two is going to happen, and we'll be excited either way.
T-Rock, how about you, buddy? Another season, me and you? It's good, man.
Evie, I am ready to chow down on all these week 1 matchups the same way I just did with that breakfast croissant. Man, it was good, and I'm ready to go for this show. So I might have some crumbs if I do. Just say something, please. Thank you.
You're good. You're good. All right, guys. So if you want your start-sit questions answered, please post them in the chat. If you do have one that's a pressing need, you want a super chat, that'll move to the front of the line, get your question answered right away. And down below there, too, is the outs for today. So we got Godwin, Waller, Jalen Wright. You can read the rest. All those guys are out, so we can talk about those guys. But if you do have them in your lineup, make sure you get them out now. And we are ready to go. Let's go. First comments here. All right, we are back. Jeremy's got one here. 14-team PPR, RJ Harvey or Caleb Johnson. Mike, you're the Caleb Johnson guy. Who you got on this one?
I think you have to go with RJ Harvey on this one until we figure out what Caleb's usage is going to be, which sucks for me to say. But I'm going to give you a little hope. Okay, a little hope. Jalen Warren's probably going to start and play majority of the snaps, but it's only going to take one Caleb Johnson run, baby. It's only going to take one. All right, he's going to house one. I'm calling it. He's housing one from 40 plus. It's happening. Week 1. Right. I suck at this anyways. I'm terrible at starts. Right? Let me just get that out of the way. This is why I play Dynasty Best Ball. Okay? This is why. But they asked me on. They wanted me to be here. But I'm telling you, my prediction is Caleb Johnson houses one from 40 out.
All right. Koopa, who you got on this one?
I'm going RJ Harvey. It's kind of the same reason. Don't know what Caleb Johnson, how much run is he going to get? And I don't know. I tend to play, especially when you're looking at week 1, to play a little bit more of the floor. I think that the floor play with RJ Harvey is probably a better one than Caleb Johnson.
Okay. And T-Rock, how about you?
I am going to do a clean sweep with RJ Harvey. The Broncos are projected 7.5-point favorites against the Titans. The Titans should be better this season, but they're going up against a tough defense, so I expect a lot of run. And also, too, RJ Harvey can catch passes, too. So I give him a little bit of the nod with that in his bag as well.
Yeah, I think the main one here for me is the PPR setting. So I think RJ Harvey could at least he's can get me 4 or 5 catches maybe. I don't know if Caleb's even going to get one with Jalen Warren taking that role. So I'm going to clean sweep it here, RJ Harvey. All right. Let's see. Next question here. Last flex spot here. PPR. Aaron Jones, Jerome Ford, or Josh Downs versus Miami. Koopa, we'll start here with you on this one. Who do you got?
Uh, there's a part of me that really wants to go Jerome Ford, but I feel like Aaron Jones is probably the safer bet in terms of rookie quarterback dumping it out of the backfield. Like you're talking PPR. Like I fully expect Aaron Jones is going to do the same thing he always does. He's going to get like 5 catches out of the backfield. He's going to be fine. But there's just something intriguing about that Cleveland Cincinnati game that makes me just want everybody on both teams, because that could just easily become the shootout of the week that a lot of people weren't necessarily expecting because the Browns quarterback situation this whole offseason.
Okay. How about you, T-Rob?
It's going to be Aaron Jones pretty easily for me. I have no idea what the split is going to look like between Jerome Ford and Dylan Sampson week 1. We haven't heard anything about Quinshon. He's not playing this game, right? We're expecting in week 2.
No.
Okay.
Week
yeah.
2.
I'm just going to go with Aaron Jones. He's got both the pass catching ability and the running ability, and it's going to be a shootout, I think, on Monday Night Football. I also just like having players going to Monday Night Football. Josh Downs is interesting. Actually, this week with a hell of a matchup. I think I guess, what is it, against Miami? So, but no, I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
All right. And how about you, Mike?
Josh Downs by a fucking landslide on this one. And I'm not even a Josh Downs guy. But I'm pretty sure, I think as soon as this show's over, I got to head to Miami because I'm starting at corner for the Miami Dolphins. I had to pull up their depth chart. All right. Jack Jones is starting at cornerback. Okay. That's great. And then they have somebody called a Storm Duck is starting at right corner. Who the fuck is Storm Duck? All right. Is that like Scrooge McDuck's brother? He's starting at corner.
Yeah.
If there's any game for Josh Downs to make me eat shit on me being down on him, it's gonna be this one. I'm starting Josh Downs against these guys, man. Ethan Bonner is out. Jason Marshall is on here. I don't know who the fuck that is. Rasul Douglas hasn't been good since this decade, I don't think. He's on his 19th team. Yeah, man, I'm starting the shit out of Josh Downs here.
Yeah, I think Donald Duck is in there too, somewhere in there.
Donald Duck, Scrooge McDuck, Daffy Duck.
I'm with Mike and with Koopa and T-Rock on this one. I like Aaron Jones quite a bit too, but I can see playing Josh Downs as well against that shitty secondary. But it is Daniel Jones. That's what scares me. I think I'm just going to stick Aaron Jones, though. But I can see playing Josh Downs.
Didn't Danny Dimes give, Wan'Dale Robinson 8 billion targets? I know it was only for, 700 yards total or whatever, but he can at least throw, 4-yard passes, right?
True, yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with either guy. I think if I had to choose, though, I'm going to go with the Fizz rule, go with the later guy, go with the Monday night guy, so I'll go Aaron Jones.
Ooh, well, we had a hell of a split on this one.
Yeah. All right, we got Dynasty Barry. What's going on, DB? He's got Kyler versus Darnold. T-Rock, we'll start it off with you here. Who do you got, Kyler or Darnold?
It's going to be Kyler. I have no idea what Sam Darnold's going to look like with a new team, with a new offensive coordinator. But I also just like the weapons better in Arizona, so give me Kyler.
All right, Mike, who do you got?
Kyler. I know the late addition to the injury report with the illness probably scare you just a little bit or enough, but it's gonna be Kyler's flu game. How about that? And it's against the fucking Saints, man. You want to don't make me pull up their depth chart, okay? That's might even be worse than Miami's. I'm taking Kyler all day. And last year we hated on Kyler most of the season. We were just disappointed with it. But go look at some of the game logs, right? I mean, this is a guy who could walk into 30 or 40 at any time, depending on your league settings. So it's Kyler, easily.
All right, how about you, Koopa?
I'm going to go Kyler. I mean, sure, illness, he might not run as much, but I'm also worried that Seattle's going to be running the football a bunch too and not using Darnold quite as much as he was used last year in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kyler here too. Like I pointed out on Koopa's podcast that dropped yesterday, the Seahawks have 4 tight ends and 2 fullbacks on their fucking depth chart. They are telling you they want to run the ball. They do not trust Darnold. So going with Kyler on that one. All right. DB's got one more here. Flacco or Michael Penix? Mike, who you got on this one?
2.5 inches, man. Penix. I want the
Okay.
Penix. I want all the Penix.
All right. Koopa, who do you got?
I mean, I'm just wanting some players in this potential shootout. So personally, I'm going Flacco.
Okay. T-Rock?
Usually, whenever the Falcons and the Buccaneers play, it's usually one of the highest scoring games of the week because both defenses are kind of poo poo. I understand that's also the same thing with Cleveland and Cincinnati, but just give me the shootout with Penix and Baker Mayfield trying to keep up.
Yeah, I like both of these options today. I think I am going to lean Flacco, though. Just that Bengals defense has been so awful for 2 years now. So I'm going to go with Flacco over Penix. I don't really trust the Browns running game, so I think they're going to have to throw quite a bit. I've taken quite a bit of Joe Flacco, 300 plus passing yards on some props today. So yeah, I'm going to go with Joe Flacco. I'm liking him on this one.
Real shocking, Evie.
Yeah. Wearing the Flacco jersey and everything. All right. Patty Mills has one for us. PPR starting Jaden Daniels. Do you want to play Ertz or Pittman? Didn't say if it was tight end premium or anything, but let's just assume 1.5 tight end premium. Koopa, who do you got there?
If you don't have a tight end premium, I'm going to lean towards. This is tough. I'm going to lean towards Pittman regardless. But I understand the whole you're already starting Jaden Daniels. Like that's what makes this intriguing to be like, okay, you could start Ertz. The way I'd put it is if you are projected to win your matchup, I'm putting in Pittman. If you're projected to lose and you're going to need that ceiling production, I would put in Zach Ertz.
Okay. T-Rock, who you got on this one?
I'm going to lean Pittman only because the Commanders have a new pass catcher in town and Debo Samuel. I don't expect that much from him, but I expect Cliff Kingsbury trying to get him going. So with a little bit less, more mouths to feed in Washington, and what we talked about earlier with the Dolphins defense, I'm going to go with Pittman.
Okay. Yeah, he said no tight end premium in the chat. So, Mike, who you got on that one?
Michael Pittman by a landslide unless you got 8-point tight end premium. If you got an 8-point tight end premium, you can start Zach Ertz. For all the reasons I gave for Josh Downs. It's Miami's secondary. Also, Michael Pittman last year with a broken back averaged 7 targets a game. Like, when's the last time we've seen Zach Ertz get 7 targets? Ever.
Yeah, that just seems like a Daniel Jones type target. Just that big body, just fucking throw it up there. He's down there somewhere. So
he's inaccurate enough. Just throw it to the 6'5" guy.
Yeah. I think I'm going with Pittman too with no tight end premium. I think that's pretty easy for me. Let's see what else we got here on questions. All right, here we go. We got Bill versus Jordan Mason and half PPR. So Mike, start us off here. You got Krosky Merritt or Mason?
Let's go with the memes, man. Bill, I'm putting Bill in. It really sounds like he's gonna have hell of a role with Chris Rodriguez out, healthy and active. Right? We're all worried about. Oh, well, it might be Rod. No, it's not. It's not. It's gonna be Eckler doing the passing down stuff, and then Bill as the other running back. So I'll take him over Jordan Mason. I don't know what Jordan Mason's role is gonna be. There was a lot of offseason hype about him, but he's not very good. So. I don't know if Bill's good or not. We're going to find out. I'm going Bill.
All right. Koopa, who you got?
I'm going Bill as well. It's one of those things of we saw Bill do a ton of awesome stuff. Jordan Mason, I mean, he was a backup running back who got a slightly better than backup money deal going to somewhere else. I think that Aaron Jones kind of dominates the backfield there. And so Bill, I want to take the shot on the rookie who they've been essentially trying to say without explicitly they've been trying to hide the fact that they have this playmaker on their team. And they're obviously really excited about him if they're trading away running backs and Chris Rodriguez is inactive for the day and things like that.
Yeah. All right. T-Rock, who you got?
Well, you know what? If you go with the meme pick, you're going to end up like a meme. So I'm going to go with Jordan Mason. I am not getting on this train that people didn't know who Ja'Cory Crosky Merritt was until like 2 weeks ago. I understand everything that's happened with Brian Robinson, but that might be on Brian Robinson. That might not necessarily be all about Ja'Cory Crosky Merritt. Also, too, I have Austin Eckler ahead of Ja'Cory Crosky Merritt for this upcoming week. I'm going to go with Jordan Mason, who like you said earlier, they have been hyping him up during the offseason. They traded for him early on. He should factor into this game pretty heavily. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 50-50 split with him and Aaron Jones. I'm going to go with Jordan Mason, who I do know about.
Yeah, I think one thing that a lot of people are forgetting about too is McNichols is there too, so I'm sure he'll be involved a little bit. But I don't think, like, if I don't start Jordan Mason, I'm just going to get killed. Like, he's going to put up 20 points. Like, I think in week one, there's been all this hype about Bill and all that. I think I'm just going to play Bill and hope for the best here. Like, if it doesn't work out, oh well, it doesn't work out for me. Like, but I don't think, like, Jordan Mason's going to outscore Bill by 25 points, 20 points. I don't think you're going to be missing out on too much there. So go ahead, start Bill, start the fun. If it doesn't work out, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. But I think I'm going to go.
Giants also have one of the toughest defensive lines in the NFL.
Yeah,
It's going to be a rookie 7th rounder running into that 4-man front.
Bears have a really good defense too, so don't count them out. All right, next one up here, we got R.J. Harvey or Travion Henderson. T-Rock, who you got here?
Travion Henderson by quite a lot. Patriots should be running the piss out of the ball. That's what Vrabel's been talking about all offseason. And I just think it's going to be an even split between him and Ramondre. J.K. Dobbins is going to get a lot more carries in week one. R.J. Hart.
All right, Mike, who you got?
Well, I don't take a lot of stock in week one depth charts, like the unofficial ones that we all lose our shit over. But I can definitely tell you I was probably already leading Travion Henderson if you want the tiebreaker. One of them was listed as RB2. The other one was listed as like RB5. So give me Travion Henderson for whatever that's worth.
All right, Koopa.
I think it's looking at Denver, you have no idea what they're going to do there. At least with the Patriots, you know that it probably worst case scenario, it's a 50-50 split between Ramondre and Travion Henderson. And so I'm just going to go off of that. And because you don't know whether RJ Harvey, he could go out there, he could be a 30% guy with J.K. Dobbins and then them just tossing in, all the other running backs because Sean Payton likes to use every running back in a different scenario. So give me Travion.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going to go Travion as well. Just kind of look at McDaniel's history of using pass-catching running backs, especially in New England. The James Whites, the Shane Vereen's, all those type of players, Danny Woodhead. Like, these guys get a lot of catches, and I think in this offense, that's what Travion Henderson is going to be. He's going to be one of those PPR-type guys. So give me Travion in this first one. All right, Ben's got one here for us. 12-team, half PPR redraft starting. Hurts, Kamara, Aaron Jones, Amon-Ra, Travis Hunter, Bowers, Nick Chubb and his flex, Travis Etienne and his flex. Bench, he's got Jaden Reed, Xavier Legette, Matthew Golden. Should I make any lineup changes there? So, Mike, anybody that you're taking out there and putting in? I would say the only one I would even remotely do is Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to find a way to get Matthew Golden in, whether that's over Nick Chubb or Travis Etienne. I am having a tough time deciding which one I would sit. Probably Nick Chubb, I'm going to say. I know Travis Etienne, we make fun of him, but I don't know if Nick Chubb still got it. I just don't think so. I think I want to put the rookie in. I want to put Matthew Golden in over Nick Chubb. Final answer.
All right, Koopa.
Yeah, I'm feeling a similar way. I think I'd rather sub in Matthew Golden, and yeah, it's Nick Chubb or Travis Etienne that goes down. It is. My gut is leaning more towards Etienne just because I think like with the week one here, just like they might lean on Nick Chubb a little bit more with their normal running back room get banged up a bunch, but I can see going either way with benching either Chubb or Etienne.
Okay, and how about you, T-Rock?
Yeah, I'm actually going to play Etienne over Aaron Jones. from what I've heard this past week, ETN actually looks like he's going to be the main starter. And going up against historically one of the worst, if not the worst defense in Carolina, Liam Cohen, this explosive offense, I want him as my starting RB next to Kamara, and I'm going to be benching Chubb for Matthew Golden.
All right, so you're taking out Aaron Jones completely out of the lineup?
Yeah. Give me Matthew Golden over Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Nick,
I think I would go Golden over Chubb as well, so I'm gonna go with Mike on that one. I know Chubb is supposedly supposed to be the bell cow today and all that stuff, but it is the Rams. They have a pretty good defense. Chubb's not gonna be breaking off no 70-yard runs or anything like that, like ETN could, and Matthew Golden could have a big play as well. So I'm gonna go with Matthew Golden as well over Nick Chubb for me as well.
One more thing on that one too. Doesn't matter whether it's Chubb or ETN or whichever piece of advice you go with. You have Aaron Jones in your starting running back spot. He should be in your flex because one of those running backs needs to move up.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the late game.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, next one here. Frostbane's got one. Need one wide receiver and one flex and PPR and a 0.5 tight end premium. He's got Jacoby Myers, Michael Pittman, David Njoku, and Tucker Kraft. So, Koopa, who do you got here on these two spots for him?
So one wide receiver, I'm for sure putting Jacoby Myers in there. For the one flex, this being normal PPR, it's a toss-up for me between Pittman and Njoku. I feel like I'm going to lean towards Pittman just because of the Miami cornerback situation. You don't get anything extra out of the tight end. You put in basically any amount of tight end premium, I'm probably going in Njoku, but I'm going to go with Pittman and hope that Daniel Jones is able to get the ball out to him well.
Okay. How about you, T-Rock?
I'm going to go with Jacoby Myers, and in my flex, I'm going to go with David Njoku. David Njoku is Flacco's favorite pass catcher in Cleveland. Also, too, the Cincinnati Bengals gave up an insane amount of fantasy points to tight ends last year. I think David Njoku is a top 5 tight end this week.
All right. And how about you, Mike?
Michael Pittman as my wide receiver over Jacoby Myers and David Njoku in the flex for everything that T-Rock just said. Like, I think he's going to have a pretty good one. And what Koopa was saying earlier, too, right? I want a piece of that game. And Flacco to Njoku has always printed money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely Flacco's guy, so I'm definitely going with Njoku in that flex spot. And then the receiver, I'm going to go with Michael Pittman as well. I'm expecting that game to be a little more high scoring just because of the defenses are pretty shitty in that game. So, yeah, give me Michael Pittman in that one, too. Let's say, Barry comes back with another one here. We got, would you sit Purdy over Flacco or Penix? I think I'd sit Purdy over both of those guys personally. How about you
I'm
guys?
not doing that. I'm starting Purdy.
I'm like the designated Purdy hater here, man. I don't think I'm sitting. I know he doesn't have his wide receivers, but yeah, I couldn't live with myself if I sat him for Flacco or Penix and got too cute.
What if CMC goes down with that calf injury? They're going to have to be airing the ball out.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle's a really tough defense too. On the road in Seattle, hasn't really practiced too much with Jennings. That's kind of scares me a little bit. McCaffrey, it could just bruise his vagina lip and be out for fucking 3 weeks again. All that stuff. So, how about you, Koopa? Would you sit Purdy here?
I think that this is a team by team situation. If I'm sitting fine, if I'm even with my opponent, if I've got an advantage over them, I will probably just do Purdy. But if I want the big game, toss Flacco in, and just see if Flacco comes out on top.
Okay. I mean, like I already said what I would do. I think I would be happy with Flacco or Penix over Purdy. I'm doing that in a couple of my lineups already, so that's where I'm at with it. Geist here has another one. PPR, one tight end premium. Demario Douglas versus Vegas, Palmer versus Baltimore, or Harold Fannin versus Cincinnati. So I'm guessing we just need one here. Koopa, which one are you going with?
This is an interesting one because of
Mm-hmm.
the one tight end premium is giving me a second thought on the Harold Fannin, but I feel like I'm gonna want to go Josh Palmer versus Baltimore.
Okay. How about you, T-Rock?
I'm going to go with Demario Douglas. I don't even have those other two guys ranked in tight end or what.
Okay.
Big unknowns. So also to Drake May, I think he has a potential of having a blow up game this week with their new offense.
Okay. How about you, Mike?
This sucks, Geist.
Yeah.
We're week 1 and these are your decisions.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go Josh Palmer. I'd probably go in order though: Josh Palmer, Pop Douglas, Harold Fannin, dead last.
Ooh. Yeah. I think I go Douglas, Fannin, Palmer would be my three trio. So yeah, I think I just stick with Douglas. That kind of offense that McDaniels runs, the slot receiver does get a lot of work. I mean, look what Jacoby Myers did in it in the past. So yeah, give me Demario Douglas there. I think he's probably the safest play of the three. All right. Let's see. We got another one here from eWill. 1 PPR, 1 point per 20 yards reception, and 1 point for 10 receptions. Flex in an 18-team league. Holy shit. Keaton Mitchell or Kyle Williams. So, Mike, who do you got here?
The Kyle Williams, I guess. like I think he'll get some targets, some run. I don't know what Keaton Mitchell's role is going to be. They love Justice Hill there, right? Derrick
Right.
Henry first, Justice Hill's coming off. Keaton Mitchell like being the third running back. I don't know. I think Kyle Williams has a chance for at least, to catch 4 passes or something like that. I don't know what Keaton Mitchell even get 4 carries.
Right. All right, Koopa, who you got?
I got similar thoughts. To me, I see it more like I don't know that Kyle Williams is going to catch 2 passes, but I don't know that Keaton Mitchell is going to get more than 2 carries. So it's
Right.
similar thoughts, just lower numbers.
Right. T-Rock, who you got?
I'm going to go with Keaton Mitchell. I understand with both of these guys, they can both get zeros. I just don't want to put my faith and hope into a rookie wide receiver where I have no idea where he is in the pecking order. I've at least seen Keaton Mitchell this preseason, and he's looked pretty damn good. So if Derrick Henry needs a breather, they're going to give it to Keaton Mitchell. They're going to keep the other guy on passing downs. Justice Hill. They're going to keep him on passing down. So I'm just going to hope that Keaton Mitchell does something. Maybe he gets a red zone carry. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, I would think Keaton Mitchell is the one who's going to play the most, whether that's like 15 plays. I don't even know if Kyle Williams plays 15 plays, to be honest with you. He's probably wide receiver 5 on that team, whereas Keaton Mitchell, they do use him as like a gadget type player and all that. It just takes one play for him. So, yeah, just give me Keaton Mitchell on that one, and I just want to kind of see what Kyle Williams' role is going to be because it sounds like everything that I've read, he's wide receiver 5 or whatever. So I don't even know how much he's going to play.
I want to take back my my statement about him getting a goal line carry. Derrick Henry got 95% of them last year, so he probably won't get a touchdown unless he gets a long one all the way to the house.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't want to throw or put your 170-pound running back up the middle against the Buffalo Bills. That's probably not a great idea.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to retract it.
Yeah.
Redact.
All right, next one from our boy ATM. Dylan Sampson or Jerome Ford. He's got them both. So, Mike, who you starting there?
He was going to ask this question. It's Jerome Ford for me. Sorry, Adam. This is you got like, I don't know, 30 minutes still to sell Dylan Sampson. Like you go get a third for him, right? There's still time, buddy. There's still time.
Still time. Koopa, who you got on that one?
I am with Mike. You got 30 minutes to sell Dylan Sampson before everyone realizes that Jerome Ford's the one in this backfield, and then with Quinshawn back next week, that Dylan Sampson doesn't have a role.
Okay, how about you, T-Rock?
I think you guys are being a little bit extreme. They did just draft this guy, and you guys are putting all your faith and hope in a guy that could barely go for a fourth in Jerome Ford. This is your last chance to sell fucking Jerome Ford. Why don't you sell his ass and look forward to the future with Dylan Sampson splitting carries with Quinshawn Judkins? I expect him to get a lot more run this week until Quinshawn comes back. So give me Dylan Sampson.
Put your nuts on the table. How many fantasy points Dylan Sampson scored?
Oh man,
Come
that's
on.
a pretty good one. Give me over under.
Over under 4.
Over. That was easy. Thanks.
All right. 8.
Yeah.
Over. Give me 10. I think he gets at least 10 points.
10 points. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Samson on this one too. I just don't really trust Ford. They did draft 2 running backs over Jerome Ford with him still on the roster, so I think they kind of showed you what they wanted to do there. I think Samson is the PPR back here that they're gonna use, and I think he has a better day PPR wise. So I'm gonna go Samson as well.
Yeah.
All right, Frostbane's got another one with us. With Bryce Young at the Superflex, is 0.75 tight end premium enough to play Jatavian Sanders over Bill? So, Koopa, who you got there?
Ooh, that is, I mean, honestly, 0.75. That's to the point where I'm thinking I might want to take the chance on Sanders and just play him, leave Bill on the bench and see exactly how much he does, what kinds of carries he gets. But I think I'm going to go Sanders with 0.75.
All right, how about you, T-Rock?
Yeah, I'm not putting any faith or hope in a guy that I have no idea what to expect for in Jatavian Sanders. And I'm while I'm saying that out loud, I have no idea what to expect from Bill. But you know what? I'm willing to be the meme on this one. Give me Bill over Jatavian because the other pass catchers in Carolina, I think, are far more talented, are going to garner more targets. What could be a shootout against the Jacksonville Jaguars? I don't have any faith in Sanders.
All right, how about you, Monk?
I don't also share a lot of faith in Jatavian Sanders. I really don't. Anybody want to take a guess how many weeks last year he would have been usable for you all season?
0 or maybe 1.
You're close. 2. 2 for the entirety of the fucking year. Shit, Bill might get one right off the rip.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Cooper though. Like 0.75, they've been hyping him up. You know, it's a game that I think will be high scoring. You already got the stack with Bryce Young. There's enough there where like I wouldn't hate it if you did, but I'm gonna coop up. I'm gonna turtle up here and just go with Bill in the flex instead.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Koopa and Mike on this one. I think I'm going to go with Bill. I can definitely see the thing with, you have Bryce Young, you have Sanders already in the lineup, and just going ahead and sticking with those guys. But I think I'm going to go with Bill and his upside for this week on that one. Just like like Mike said, Sanders had 2 weeks last year where you even wanted to play him. Like, let me see it first. Like Tommy Tremble's back too, so Tremble's gonna play. I don't need, if Sanders was getting 90% of the work, sure, I'd probably go with him. But Tremble's back. They drafted a rookie in Mitchell Evans too, so
That's the best tight end on the roster right there, Mitchell Evans.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Geist has another one here. If you guys have any more questions, please drop them in the chat. We'll get to them here as we keep going here. If you need anyone that needs it answered right away, super chat, best way to do that. But 0.2 per carry and PPR. Sit 2 of these guys between Thielen, Bateman, Ray McLeod, Ramondre Stevenson, and Rashad White. Mike, we'll start off with you here. Which 2 are you benching?
Ray McLeod for sure for me. Like I want to start both those running backs, even though they're not sexy, just with the point per carry, right? They're still going to get enough work to put up a nice floor. I think I'm going to go Thielen over Bateman. I think I want to play Thielen instead of Bateman. I really do. I know Bateman got the contract or whatever, but it's Baltimore. You can see game scripts where they just get up and don't have to throw, and Bateman's just gone, right? I think Thielen back in Minnesota gets enough targets without Jordan Addison there that I'd play him over Bateman.
Okay. How about you, Koopa?
I'm in agreement. I think I'm benching Ray and Bateman because I want to have Ramondre and White in there because of the point per carry. And then Thielen, I think, is probably, for me, he's like a clear in front of those two guys for week 1 at least, because he is that number 2 receiver there in Minnesota.
All right. How about you, T-Rock?
This might be kind of dumb, but I'm going to be benching Rashad White. I understand it's a point per carry, but I just have so much faith in Bucky Irving. And from everything that we've heard during this offseason, he could be a lot closer to a bell cow than he was last year. So, and also, too, with Mooney being out, it's going to be Ray McLeod and Drake London as the main pass catchers in Atlanta. So I actually kind of like Ray in a shootout with Tampa. The next sit, it's between Thielen and Bateman. They're back to back for me. I just have to sit Thielen just because Bateman's a Baltimore Raven, and it's going to be a shootout between them and the Bills. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be realistic. It sounds like a nice story for Thielen. Be back with his own team. I could see it getting a touchdown, but no, I definitely bench Rashad White and flip a coin between Thielen and Bateman. I'll just go with bench.
All right, that's the hard-hitting analysis that you guys show up for every week. We'll start Bateman just because he's a fucking Raven. Nice job, T-Rock.
Appreciate
All
that.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could definitely see wanting to start Ray McLeod here. With Mooney out, I think Kyle Pitts is definitely going to get some run today too. Yeah, I think in 0.2 per carry, I'm just going to start Ramondre and Rashad White. It is raining a little bit in New England too, so I think Ramondre might get a little more work. So yeah, I'm going to sit Ray McLeod. Ugh. If I had to choose between Thielen and Bateman, I think I sit Bateman, but I do like Bateman. I've put him in a couple lineups today. I do have Lamar on those teams, but that's if you're starting Lamar, I'd probably play Bateman. If you're starting McCarthy, play Thielen, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think pretty much on same page as these guys here too. Let's see. Here we go. Turtles got one. Should I start Ibuka or DJ Moore? Koopa, who you got there?
Ooh. I'm gonna lean towards DJ Moore. But man, Ibuka is so enticing to just start him week 1 here. It actually, thinking on it, going back to T-Rock's history of when the Buccaneers end up, they're playing the Saints, right? I'm trying to pull.
No, Tampa.
No, they're playing Atlanta.
Falcons.
Buccaneers, Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Tampa Bay and Atlanta, they go for shootouts a bunch. I mean, give me Ibuka there.
Okay. How about you, T-Rock?
They're back to back for me. I do have DJ Moore one spot ahead, but for everything we've been talking about, I love Ibuka. Don't like DJ Moore as a player, and the Vikings are one of the top in the NFL, so I'm just going to go with Ibuka as well.
Okay. How about you, Mike?
This is a really tough one. Like I make it a point for me in my lineup leagues that I don't get too excited about starting rookies week 1. Like I've been disappointed like every fucking year I've played Dynasty. Every year I'm like, gotta put the rookies in. Like they're gonna smash. But then like you look at it, you're going, this could be the game. Like everything's lining up. No Trey Palmer, obviously no Chris Godwin. Who the fuck else do they have? Right, it's Mike Evans.
Otten even playing? I think Kate Otten might be out too.
This is
Yeah, Otten's playing. They sat Devin Colt.
I'm gonna break my fucking rule. I'm breaking my rule. I'm starting Emeka Ibuka. I don't even know if DJ Moore wants to be in Chicago. How about that? Like he's just like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I think this is a high-scoring game for me. I'm going to go Ibuka, where I think Minnesota and Chicago might be a little lower-scoring game on Monday night. So I'm going to go with a high-scoring game here. Give me Ibuka. Baker's been talking him up all season. There's no Godwin. You know, what are you going to throw the ball to? Sterling fucking Shepard? No thanks. So I'm going to throw it to Emeka Ibuka. So I'm good with that one. Ewell's got another one here for us. Olave or Shakir or Pitts in 1 PPR plus one, an extra point for the tight end. So 2 PPR there for the tight ends. And T-Rock, we'll start it off with you. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Chris Olave. Shakir has been hurt pretty much for over a month now. So I don't think he's 100%. And yeah, I'm not Fizz. I'm not going to play Pitts like ever. So
All right, Mike, who you got?
I am also not Fizz. I also do not believe in Kyle Pitts until he shows me otherwise. So I'm going to go Chris Olave here as well.
All right, Koopa.
I am also not Fizz, but I don't care. We need 2 points per reception with Kyle Pitts. I'm just going to roll with that. I have no idea whether Olave is going to be able to catch a football that is thrown by Spencer Rattler, because I'm not convinced that he can throw it far enough downfield for Olave to catch it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go, with Pitts as well. Like they eat breakfast together, they golf together, they shower together, they probably Eiffel Tower Atlanta girls together. Like, yeah, I'm just going Kyle Pitts. Like, I think they're 2 PPR, just needs like 3 catches and he'll be fine. Like, yeah, Olave could get his head taken off again, get another concussion. Shakir, like T-Rock said, he's been missing for a month. So yeah, give me Pitts on that one.
you should be a beat writer for the Falcons with all that hard hit analysis and behind the scenes kind of stuff there.
They might be doing some hard hitting together behind the scenes. You never know. All right, 1 PPR need to start 1 running back and 1 flex. So we have Bucky, A-Chain, Travion Henderson, Tet, Hunter. Should A-Chain injury be a worry still? So who would be your running back and flex out of these guys? This is a pretty fucking good lineup here. Mike, go ahead and start us off.
Bucky and Achan, I can cute with it. Achan's good to go.
All right, Koopa.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, Bucky and Achan don't need to take the risk on any of the rookies here.
All right, and T-Rock.
I think, yeah, don't get cute with it, Bucky and Achan, but that's tough. How can you not get Teteroa and Hunter in your lineup? You need to get them in your lineup somehow. Unless you got like freaking, what is it called? Just some insane wide receivers like Justin Jefferson or Malik Neighbors or BTJ. You got to get them in there.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the boys here. Go with Bucky and Achan. Like, you drafted those guys probably in round 2 and 3, or both are round 2 type players over those. So yeah, I'm gonna go with both of them too. And just if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Week 1, still plenty of time to figure it out. All right, here we go. We got one from Daniel. With Godwin officially out, Ibuka over Tet this week. Just got in and heard some Ibuka talk. So, Koopa, who you got there? Would you start Ibuka over Tet?
I'm going to start Ibuka over Tet this week. Just because of the Godwin officially out, the hey, that game probably going to be high scoring, and I don't know exactly how Tet is going to fit in with Bryce Young, but Ibuka, all the word has been that he's going to do really, really well.
Okay, and how about you, T-Rock?
I have Teteroa 2 spots ahead. Guys, we have to remember, there's no Thielen. There's no Jalen Cooker. It's only Xavier Legette that's competing for targets with Teteroa, and also too, they're going up against the Jaguars. I think they're pretty evenly matched. It should be a high-scoring game. It's the same thing with both, I guess, the NFC South teams that are playing one another. But Ibuka has to go up against also too Mike Evans. He also has Bucky Irving that's going to be taking away carries as well. They could just run it down their throats. I think they have to pass with Carolina.
Yeah, I think I'm with T-Rock on this one with Tet, just because he is their number 1 option, and Ibuka is the number 2 option behind Mike Evans there. So give me the guy who's the number 1 option that should, get 10 plus targets, I'm hoping, in this game. So yeah, give me Tet on this one over Ibuka still. Our boy Corey's got a very, very important question. Start sit, Sidney Sweeney or Madison Beer? Mike, we got to start with you, buddy.
Oh, no. Put me on the spot. I think I'm going Madison Beer here. right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, look what she did for Herbert, right? Man finally got laid, just goes out and beats the Chiefs for like the first time ever. Congratulations. That's some power. That's some power. I don't know if Sydney Sweeney's got that kind of upside.
Oh, okay. That's a bold statement. How about you, Koopa?
It's funny because that was the exact same route I was going to go. I'm like, if Madison Beer can turn Justin Herbert into that, then that's what I want to be part of.
All right, T-Rock.
I'm gonna go with my wife because if she watches this, she's gonna kill me if I say anything else. So I didn't even know who Madison Beer was until her freaking picture got changed on the sleeper app with Justin Herbert. My wife's like, "Oh, she's a singer," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," and that was it. So now I'm gonna go with her.
Yeah, I'm going with the GOAT, Sydney Sweeney. Easy. Sorry. Gotta go, Sydney. All right. Let's see. Any more questions in the chat? Scooter's got one from his question earlier. One PPR. So yeah, he also has
Malik
and
Neighbors
Lad.
and Lad McConkey. No wonder he's
Yeah.
not starting Tet
Yeah.
and Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Damn.
Hey, how do you guys feel about Travis Hunter shaved off his dreads?
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. He showed up to the
Interesting.
stadium, no dreads. Clean
No
shave.
longer,
Interesting.
he's no longer a predator. So
Well, sometimes
none
that's a
of
good
that.
thing. Not be
Yeah,
a predator.
I think he's ready to go.
that
Scooter
kind of
said
predator. I
his
mean, the
home
predator
league-
behind me.
Oh, okay.
Home league guy dropped Hunter and Henderson the day after the draft, and nobody noticed but me. I think you need to get some new friends, buddy. Yeah, that's
No, I'm staying in that league forever.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah, maybe.
god.
That's free
Yeah,
money.
free money. Yeah. All right, we got about a couple more minutes here, guys. If you have any of your last minute questions for start sit, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and we will get to them here with our last questions. But in honor of what we used to do last year, T-Rock, let's go. Who's going to be the top quarterback this week, T-Rock?
Oh, Lamar Jackson. I think that the Buffalo Bills have taken a little bit of a step back on defense. So, and I know they want revenge for what happened last year in the playoffs. So, give me Lamar Jackson.
All right, how about you, Koopa?
I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson as well. The other person I was thinking about saying was Joe Burrow, but I think Lamar he's gonna run the ball enough that he's gonna still end up with more fantasy points.
All right, how about you, Mike?
Jaden motherfucking Daniels against the
I hope
Giants.
that's right.
With Debo Samuel, now Terry McLaurin with a contract. You got Bill in the backfield. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Koopa's second choice. I think I'm going to go Burrow in a game where they're going to have to throw from behind to catch up with the MVP, Joe Flacco. So give me Joe Burrow on that one.
What the? Did you put money on that already, Eric?
No, I tried. He wasn't on the list like whenever I did it. But Shador was on it, but not Joe Flacco. D-Walk, our guys, got one. Kamara, JSN, or RJ Harvey. So, Mike, we'll start with you. Which one are you starting there?
Old crusty ass Alvin Kamara. Just gonna trot him out there. They literally have just him and Chris Olave. This is it, right? And bad quarterback play. Get the ball to Kamara any way possible.
All right, Koopa.
Yeah, Kamara, because he's the only person that I think that Spencer Rattler can reach when he throws the football, so he's going to get a bunch of catches.
All right, and T-Rock?
Alvin Kamara. I don't think he's old and crusty. He certainly doesn't look like it when he's on the field. So, also, too, there is no better RB in September than Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, because he's not dead yet from all the hits and everything, so I get it. I think I'm gonna go Kamara too. Just stick with the guy who's gonna pretty much be that entire offense. Like if they're gonna do anything, it's gonna have to be through Kamara. So I'm gonna stick with him. All right, let's get through these last couple questions here. Jaden's got one here for us. Please pick 10-team full PPR: Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Debo, and Tyrone Tracy. So T-Rock, we'll fire it off with you. Who you got of these choices?
Give me DJ Moore and Garrett Wilson. If you can't play Garrett Wilson this week, there's no week you're going to ever be able to play him. Just play him.
All right, Mike.
Garrett Wilson for sure. And then I'm going to go a little surprise. Tyrone Tracy in a 10-teamer. Runs to the running backs. We don't know how involved Cam Scatterbo is going to be, if anything. Tyrone Tracy's kind of got that locked up. So while Tyrone Tracy's still the lead dog, I want to play him.
All right, Koopa.
I'm going to go Garrett Wilson and DJ Moore.
All right, I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson and Debo. I kind of agree with Mike that Jaden Daniels might be one of the better plays of this week, so I'm gonna go with Debo as well. All right, here we go. Ricky P or Matthew Golden in PPR from Peter. So, Mike, who you got on that one?
Ricky P. I do want to, earlier question, I do want to get Golden in with that one, but still, Green Bay Packers wide receivers usage rates are always just a conundrum of fuck that just scare the shit out of me. Ricky P by default.
All right, how about you, Koopa?
It's the same idea, Ricky P by default, because I don't want to trust a Packers receiver until I see some consistency that they're actually going to a single target.
All right, T-Rock.
I'm actually going to go with Golden. Outside, I think Jaden Reed's going to try to get through it, but I want to be surprised if he really doesn't play. Who else do they have to throw to outside of Tucker Kraft? So I know the same could be said with he and Jawan Jennings, but yeah, I think that they can just run the ball with San Francisco. I think they're going to have to, man. They also have Josh Jacobs too. This is a lot tougher than I thought it would be. I'm just going to go with Ricky Pierce or with Matthew Golden. This is week 1. I'm going to get all these kinks ironed out. So
You're good. You're good. I'm going to go Ricky P. Just slightly over Golden just because Ricky P, I mean, he's got the chemistry with Purdy already. Jennings missed a whole lot of camp, and they really don't have anyone else to throw to other than Kittle and McCaffrey. So I'm going to go Ricky P on that one for sure. Let's see. Geist here. We'll go last one that's in the chat. PPR start 2, RJ Harvey, Aaron Jones, or Austin Eckler. So T-Rock, we'll start with you on this one. Which 2 are you starting there in PPR?
I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
And your second one?
I'm going to go with Eckler. Give me
Eckler. All right, Mike.
Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler. I'll bench RJ Harvey this week.
Okay, and Koopa?
Same pair, Jones and Eckler, bench Harvey because Sean Payton might rear his ugly head.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I'm going to go with Jones and Eckler as well. Sit Harvey, you can kind of see where things go after week 1. If he's, really involved, then you can go with it. So, but yeah, that is it for this week, guys. We made it. We're about 7 minutes until kickoff, so excited, man. How about you guys?
Oh, I'm jacked, man. I can't wait to get to my chair.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll be back here next week. We're gonna have a different crew probably for next week, but every Sunday we're gonna be right here, noon Eastern time, giving you who's gonna be out and then helping you with your start and sit questions. So appreciate everybody for tapping in this week as always and checking out all the good content we got going on. Check out all our YouTubes, subscribe over there. Our podcast channel is popping off. We got a whole bunch of new shows that are popping off on there again. 4D is back. We just dropped The Grind yesterday with me and Adam, doing kind of an audio documentary series of our team that we have together. Koopa's Grinding the Edge, America's Game. Check out the Vibes channel. T-Rock and Fizz are doing a really good job over there too. They have stuff going on. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff going on over here at South Harmon. So at South Harmon FF is our main X account. Everything gets posted to there, any of our new stuff. So make sure you guys check it out over there. But any final thoughts here before we kick it off, guys?
No, I mean, we had 100 people watching this. There should be 100 fucking subs on the South Harmon Fantasy Football Redraft channel. Like, what the fuck are we doing? All right, come on. It's week 1. Hit it.
Hit the like button, hit the sub button. Koopa, T-Rock, any final thoughts?
Well, Fizz just came in with a last second little comment. He says, Pits or pleasure? I'm going to go with pleasure easily. That's very easy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, even though I chose Pitts, that earlier question for you, Fizz, pleasure every time.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just say pain or
Pitts
pleasure.
or Sydney Sweeney. I'm going to take Sydney Sweeney. Yep, I agree. So, all right, guys, that is it for this week. We'll be back next week for week 2 start sit, and good luck to you this week, unless you're playing Mike, as Mike always says.
You get fucked.
Get fucked. All right, see you guys.